Hey, what's up? What's up? Joe in Vegas back with another review. You two at the Sphere. I went opening weekend. Did a review for that. That's probably my most popular review. I think I have close to 200,000 views on that. Highly recommend you go and check that out. Thanks for all that. I appreciate that. So the show's coming to an end. I got my hands on a couple tickets for Super Bowl weekend. As you can imagine, it's definitely a tough ticket to get for this weekend. But the tickets I got were in the last row, literally the last row of the Sphere. First, I didn't think I was going to go. I was just going to flip them, try to make some money, pay for some other shows. But I decided, you know what? The show's coming to an end. I loved the first time around. And I actually got really curious. What is it like at the last row of the Sphere? Because there are a lot of people that can't afford. Last time I went to the show was in the 200 section, which is considered like the premier section of the Sphere. What's it like in the last row? Fuck it. I'm going to go. So I went. I did. And here's my take on being in the last row. I said it in the first review. My feeling at the Sphere, and I think it's good advice, is before you decide to buy tickets, you have to make a decision on whether you're more interested in seeing the band up close or more interested in getting the full spectrum of the spectacle that's the screens, this now famous legendary screen that's the Sphere. The reason the 200 section is so popular is that the 100 section, yes, you're closer to the band, but if you want to get the full screen experience, you got to look straight up, you got to turn around, look behind you. Once you get to 300 or 400, you're a little too far from the band. I felt that I was very far from the band in the 200 section, much farther than I normally am. It's a big, big, big place, and it's incredibly steep. So I went with the 200 section, and I was happy last time. I got you get the best of both worlds. It's like a sweet spot. So this time around, I knew going in, but the second I got to my seat, I knew that, okay, this is not going to be about actually seeing the band. The band will just be the soundtrack. I know they're down there, but I also have an incredibly full panoramic wide view of the screens that I did not have when I was in the second section. The second section went up and around me a little bit, which was a kind of a cooler feeling because it gave you like this immersive. Here, it didn't go up and around me, but it went up right to right above me still. It's still spectacular. I mean, don't not go to this show because the only seats you can afford are 400 section. I mean, these seats are expensive. 200's expensive. 300, 100, all of it's expensive. But the 400 seats are coming down, and I'm telling you, if you're debating or if you're on the fence, I was in the last row, and you'll see some of the videos. You can still very, very, very much enjoy and absorb this spectacle. There's nothing like it in the world. It's not a concert. This is an experience. This is a music experience for all your senses, and it's absolutely fucking incredible. The only bad seats in the house are in the 100 section. Everything after row like 12, you're under an overhang. Do not spend a penny on those tickets. Don't. You're better off spending a little bit more and getting GA or sitting in the last row like I did. Do not get those 100 seats over the overhang. There is a balcony that's over you. If you look up, you cannot see it. And I hate that people don't understand that, and it's not their fault. They don't have to do research like I do, but I think a lot of people go there and are very disappointed by that. So let me start with the set list. Okay. Zoo Station. Last review when I did it, I was drunk and I said Zoo Nation, and everybody beat the shit out of me. So I'm sorry again. I was drunk and I was pumped from the show, and I ran home and just did a review. So Zoo Station. Then they did The Fly, even better than The Real Thing, Mysterious Ways, One, Until the End of the World, Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses, and Trying to Throw Your Arms Around the World. Unbelievable little chunk there. So they're doing the full Achtung Baby. This is the big chunk of it. This is showing the Sphere and its technology in full display. I mean, The Fly, the second song in, is one of my favorite visuals. They have all these numbers, and then somehow they take this rounded thing and they make it square, and it starts coming down on you. It's really incredible. Even better than The Real Thing also. Just this incredible collage, a tribute to Elvis in there. It's hard to explain these visuals. I mean, I'll put them on the screen and you can see them, but I'll swear by this. Even if you've seen them all, it is nothing like seeing them in person. Seeing them in person God, it takes your breath away. It is an awe-inspiring thing. You look around, forget looking at the screens. You look at people and that haven't been there before. They look like kids on Christmas morning. Their eyes are open, their jaw is open. Everybody's like turning to the people with them, like, what the fuck is this? It's an incredible thing to experience, and everybody should try their best to come out and see this. I don't know if they're going to extend this show. I really hope they do. It needs to be here for years and years. And I know U2 wants to go on and do other things. But man, you really need to experience this. It's really, really something special. So anyway, that's the first. Then at this point in the show, they do a little acoustic set. They slow it down. And this is a problem. I said it in my first review. I have a problem with this part of the show. It's not that the music. This is when you're there for the music. The music is incredible. Bono has been sounded much better last night than he did the first night. But they mix in different songs. They just slow it down, and they make it for a good hour that you're not looking at the screens, or 45 minutes maybe. You're not looking at the screens. You're just looking at them. And I have a problem with that. I think they lose the crowd. I think they should mix it up better. But again, doesn't matter. Show's over. I just think you go from all these amazing visuals to no visuals for like half hour, 45 minutes, and then you go back to amazing visuals. And I don't know. I think fans would I think you lose the crowd a little bit. Everybody kind of slows down. You lose that vibe. But they went into All I Want Is You, which is an incredible song. They did Desire, which I was so happy to hear. This is they get away from Achtung Baby for a little bit. They do Sweetest Thing, which is great. They do Love Rescue Me, which I love. And then they get back to Achtung Baby. And they do Acrobat, So Cruel, Ultraviolet, and then Love Is Blindness. And now the screens start coming back into play, especially for, I think it's Love and Blindness. It's just blue screen. This beautiful blue haze that's almost like daylight lights up the screen. And then as the song progresses, there's like a little bug and a little butterfly and another bug and another butterfly. And throughout the song, the screen just keeps filling up with these bugs until it's darkness. I don't know how to describe it. It's fucking unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Again, you look around the room, everybody just has their jaw open. You can't help yourself. It's spectacular. Then they get into the encore. They do a little bit of everything here. Elevation. Great song. Love that song. Atomic City, which is a newer song that they wrote, kind of about Vegas and about the whole, they're going to be residents here for a year or two. Then they figure, why not write a song about the city? It's an okay song. It's not bad. I've always said it. I don't feel like it has. I lived here for a long time, 15 years almost. It doesn't have Vegas character to that song. It doesn't sound like like you hear like Viva Las Vegas. It sounds like Las Vegas. Or there's other songs that sound Vegas-y. It doesn't really sound Vegas-y to me, but whatever. That's not a big deal. It's a cool song. The visuals on this song are awesome. It shows the whole Vegas Strip, and little by little throughout the song, it starts to get deconstructed until it's back to being a desert where it started. It's amazing to watch. Then they go into Vertigo, which I love. Vertigo is a great, great song. Then they hit you with the three monsters at the end. Where the Streets Have No Name, With or Without You, and Beautiful Day. The visuals on these three are probably some of the best of the whole show. I'm sure you've seen the video by now. I'll post some of it. It's such magic. You don't have to be a U2 fan. I don't care how old you are. Those songs appeal to everybody. They have such emotion to them. And when you mix that emotion with those screens, it's a home run. It is like, it's an experience. It's not a concert. It's an experience. It's such a magical, amazing thing. It's once in a lifetime. I mean, I know they're going to be more bands, but looks like they're having a rough time getting some other bigger bands. The next bands coming are Fish and Grateful Dead, which are going to be a very different experience, I would think, than U2. It's going to be more about psychedelics and laser shows, or not lasers, but you know what I mean, like trippy type stuff versus U2, where it's tapping in the visuals with the emotions of their music, and it just works really well. At the end, for the end of With or Without You and Beautiful Day, it's probably the most famous and the best visuals of it all. The screen goes to this white color, almost like daylight, and they bring out, or they flash up these animals. They're all native to Nevada and about to be extinct, and are, it's eagles and owls and snakes and birds, and it's I don't know what the word is. It's beautiful is not the right word. It is just wow. And it shines on the whole screen. They use the screen to all its glory for those. And there's even one part in A Beautiful Day when he does the lyrics, and the colors came out and they start turning color, which takes it to like another level. Like you're at this level, like, oh my God, oh my God. And then when the visuals matched the vocals and the colors came out and half of them turned colorful and then the drums come in, you can't close a show better than you can't close this experience better than that. It is full display. It is unbelievable. There are no words. Scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it a 9.7. I don't remember what I gave it last time. Maybe a 9.8. I still feel like they lost the crowd in the middle. If that was me, I would change up the set list and the visuals. I wouldn't lose the crowd. I would just bounce back and forth between, ballads and hits and all deep tracks and all that shit. But that's their decision. It's unbelievable. I try to go. I know there's only a few weeks left. If you haven't gone, maybe this review will help you get off your ass and go. Doesn't matter. From the back row, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I enjoyed the back row, and it's a great way to see it at an affordable price if you can't afford it. Go before it's gone. And that's it. If you sat up top, let me know your thoughts up there. If you've seen the show, let me know your thoughts. If you've seen it twice, let me know if you thought it was any better or worse than the first time. I like reading everybody's comments. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you at the next show. Bye-bye.